neighbor. Welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. You know what this is? Or maybe if I press this button. This is a cassette player with a little cassette in here.
Is this thing on? We gotta get rolling on this. A couple things a day to do. I have been completely slammed, and all I've had time to do was tune some cars and go to some birthday parties, 1-year-old birthday parties, stuff like that. Other children, not my own, but anybody that's had to do that knows what that is like. And I have done absolutely nothing other than wait for these cylinder heads over here, which are amazing, and we'll get to that. But I got a package, and I'm going to integrate this as like a kickoff for the head swap. Since I have them, I'm going to start doing a little bit every day. I only have like 30 minutes now. So, I know exactly what these are. Heatwave visual sunglasses. I made a comment on Cletus made a post, or I did, or somebody did. I can't even remember. And I saw Brent's sunglasses, Brent from PFI, and I was like, holy shit, am I jealous of your sunglasses, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I had a pair of those. And I'm terrible with names. I sound like such a jerk. He's like, check your P.O. box. I can handle that. So, Heatwave visual laser face sunglasses and silver mirror. These, wow, official looking and feeling. If anyone remembers like a Swiss Army knife from the 90s, this is the vibes I'm getting. Oh man, there's a case too. And a sticker. While the sticker's happening, what is this? Oh, product info? Well, I think I can figure out how to use them. Oh, let's see these bad boys. I'm gonna have to wear these and be blind most of the time. Ho ho ho. Whoa. I think, yeah, I can wear them like an old lady. I can wear them over my glasses. Well, these are fantastic. Thank you very much, sir. These are incredible. Well, now, I guess we'll show off the cylinder heads that I got back from Ryan. And I probably will have time to remove like my belt assembly or something like that. And then that'll probably be it. So let's get to it. Turn this guy off. Okay. Check a look out. Man, I'm just struggling. There is no excuse for it. There's the car with the leaky heads. Here's the car. Here's the heads that don't leak. And we know for sure. My buddy Ryan Gary at Area 1320 put them in a parts washer. I think he cooked them twice, washed them twice, and these are all vacuum tests. These are the cylinder heads off of my Colorado before I put the ported heads on. So these were working good 862s with pack 1218 valve springs in them. So that's what I had sitting upstairs. I knew they were known good. And I was like, how about you just dress these, you know, lipstick on a pig for me and deck them slightly, just enough to make sure they're not warped. These, I think he cut 2 10,000ths off, 0.002. He only made 2 passes, just enough to clean the gasket material. And then he vacuum checked all of the valves with 20 inches of vacuum. They're good. These don't leak at all. So the game plan is to remove these pitted up 799s and install the 862s. And the interesting byproduct of that is we're going to gain some compression. So I'm hoping to make a little bit more power without the leak and a little bit more power with the compression. It would be nice if we can call a shot and say over 600. Touch over 6 would be nice. I mean, I really don't have that far to go to make it. So that is what we're going to do. That is the game plan. And that's what's going to happen next. Okay. Let's move some of the turbo kit parts from the truck. I took that all apart. Let's get the car down a little bit. It doesn't need to be on the moon for me to take the belt apart. Yes, I still like my quick jacks. Yes, I still think it's better than jack stands. No, I don't think they're unstable. Yes, I think they're easy to use. Yes, they have been reliable. Yes, it's the same price as a lift. But you need a lot of space for a lift. You didn't know. A lift takes up a lot of room. And I got like these twin garage doors, and man, that would just be really difficult. Okay, so there is some fun here for sure. Let's toss everything here. Ta-da! So, the big thing is this has a manual tensioner for the belt. And let's turn down my Deftones before I get copyright flagged again. Make $0. $0 hairs. So, down. Oh yeah, you know, that's kind of good. I kind of like it there. It's an interesting configuration. He has like a 14, and then that's a 15, and then you got to take all the Allen keys out of this guy that goes on the LSA accessory drive. That's how he makes his belt system work with all the stock accessories, and that's an important thing if you're running all of the stock accessories like I am. So let's get 1, 2, 3 of these, something like that. Let's get a 15 mil. I don't know what the other size one is. Well, we'll check it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. Don't worry about it. Yeah, obviously, it would be wonderful if this had like a regular tensioner on it and you could just be like, boop. But part of the reason why it works so well, yes. You ever answer the same question 3 times in a row? Sure you have. So, I'm tightening it, I believe. I always tighten it first. If you're a long-time viewer. No, now I'm tightening it. I was loosening it. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just the cut and dry. I have no clue. It's cool. And then this lower one is a huge pain in the ass. To put it gently. My big gripe with it is that it's behind the pulley. So, I think, what size is that one? It's a little bit bigger than this. I think it's a 16. You have to get the pulley so that you can put the socket through and then loosen it because it's behind the pulley. But that, you know, doesn't always happen the way you want it to. And then let's see if I have the right size Allen keys before I do anything else. Okay, that one fits. All of these are like the same size. Wonderful. So, usually what I do is I bump the starter a little bit. I think I have everything still connected. Yes, it is good that we checked. Yeah, I wish I could get, you know. Let's bump the starter. It's too hard to get the thing on the crank pulley. Corvette people understand. Hit it like 3 times. Once never seems to do it. Oh man, 3 times was perfect. It was literally perfect. And never, once or twice never gets it done. So I figured 3 times would make it happen. So, I think it's a 16. And I think I can just hit it with a long socket. No, it's like a 17. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Back over here, back over there. Man, it is a disgusting day in Pennsylvania. It rained for like 24 hours straight. Oh yeah, there we go. So this is the 17. Here we go. Yep, now we got belt moves. Everything else is moving. Take another turn or two out of it. This one goes all the way back to the cylinder head. So that bolt's gonna have to come out for the head to come out. The rest of this stuff, we will get the tensioner off and then get to working. I'm curious what the compression is going to do to this car. Because it's already doing pretty good in my opinion. We just got to get rid of that miss. And tracing it down, I was like, oh, I got a bad cylinder. And then I'm like, all my cylinders are bad. And then I dyno it, and it makes really good power. And I'm like, huh. And we had this conversation a few times, but usually it never affected my drivability. But that could be simply because this car is stick shift. And the auto absorbed a lot of those issues before, if I had them. If they were even an issue. Or if, I mean this, I gotta, actually, in this video, I should find, I'm pretty sure I recorded when I did my valve springs. And I think I showed it, the valve spring video I did, I only showed like really fast me doing one side, like I sped up the footage. So, you never got to see it. And I purposely recorded it because I'm like, these leak pretty bad. It'll be funny if it never has a problem and makes good power. Well, it made good power, and I can say it never had a problem, but drivability is obviously poo-poo. I mean, you could drive it. If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't know that it drives awful. But it's you can hear it. Blah, 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 blah. In all my videos there. Alright, we got this guy out. This guy out. It would be cool if Steven could add a tensioner somehow to this hobgoblin in here. This stuff just fits. It's incredible. It really is. A little bit mind-blowing. You can just get an Allen key in here. You can just get it finished before it hits the fan motor. I thought it would be a big pain in the ass to just put the blower and everything on, but these cars, it's pretty incredible how everything fits with the LS. I know that working on a CTS-V is much worse than this. I've asked people, I'm like, how long does it take you to change plugs in your V? And they're like, oh my god. They're like, I have it down to 38 minutes or something like that. Okay. Got that bolt out. We got this guy we're going to get out. Backing out the bolt. Backing out the bolt. I sure wish I could fit my Milwaukee 12-volt Sidewinder in here. That would be stupendous. That would be glorious. I would be pleased with that. I'm even thinking about, guys, I have my meter wiring here. When I build the intake welding in, I bought a weld-in MAF flange, bung, whatever you want to call it. And I was considering, you know, throwing the MAF on just for fun and doing some tuning with that. Just to see how it goes, even though for forced induction cars, I really like speed density. Let's get this bolt. See? Oh boy. Isn't that cool? Dun, dun, dun. A little bit of chewiness. So, this one goes in the bottom. This one goes here. This one then goes there. See, the weather is so funny that, like, I'm getting condensation all over everything in here. It's just so weird. So, we'll put the tensioner up there. I'll probably set the blower up there then. Got my little parts rack going on. Put this junk over here. Is that the hose that like fell all the way down? Not all the way. Only about here. What I want to do is, once I put the cylinder heads on, I want to hook up the compression tester with the blower and everything off and just do a compression test, open intake, whatever you want to call it. So I think I can just shove the belt out of the way. There's no sense in completely removing this belt. The rest of this stuff isn't really coming off. One of the big pain in the asses, again, is going to be getting the water out of this system. I think I have a drain in my trunk, and then I should try to just try to get these hoses off and then turn on the pump and just pump it out into something. That would be nice. So that's what we're going to rig up next. Got the belt off. We can start unbolting the blower and a little bit more wiring. I'll put my injectors back in so I don't lose them, and then we'll start to get the blower off if I have time. You hear it whistling? Sucking through the throttle. Do I have anything to connect to that quick? No. No. That's a 10. That's not a 12. Holy crap, man. That filled up 5 gallons real fast. Let's try to, could you imagine doing this with a nice car? Probably not. That it? I mean, shit, that was closing in on 10 gallons. Now, there's plenty of water in here. It just must be getting airbound or something. Because the other hose isn't hooked up. Let's hit it again real quick. Come on, stupid keys. Oh, we're done. Got pretty much all of it out. Don't have to worry about it now. Stick them up at the windshield or something. That was a lot of water. Okay. Now that we only made a small mess. Took the time. What we do is we stuff these guys up on the hood. Way up here. Where they can't hurt anybody. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm pleased with that. That's okay. Unplug my map, please. Unplug. Thank you. On the windshield again. Little stubby 3/8 magic machine. Let's take the lid off. Can I just leave the screws in it? You think I'll just... They have the bushings. I'll see if I can leave the screws. That would be incredible. That's fuel rail. You can go back down. Felt the lid pop. That's it. Now if I just lift the lid, will I get the lid and all the bolts? Go to hell, fuel rail. Nope. I was pulling on the blower. Okay, good. Promising. Promising. Oh! What are we hung up on? Let's take a look before I do something. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah? Yeah? I know you're happy. Oh boy, dump the water all over the floor instead of in the blower. Out of the way. That's what was in the intercooler. Sweet. The lid up here. All right, that guy will stay. I wonder if I should try to put my, well, I'll put the rail on because the rails make it easier to lift the whole blower, in my opinion. So let's steel, I think it's, I can put 2 bolts in it. Don't need to put the injectors in right now. That might take too much time to do a nice job. So these are coil pack bolts. I had to buy the rails. Did not come with my blower. I had to buy the rails and they came with no bolts. But luckily, like everything in GM everything's the same damn thing. So lucked out. Hi, Mr. Coffee. Ooh, fuel line, be my friend. Don't break anything. Thank you. Okay, it's zippy tied. Might have to cut that zippy. Almost looked like my windshield was busted, but it's just stuff. I'm like, how the hell did I throw a tool accidentally up there and smash it? Okay. Make sure the injectors are all unplugged. And everything is tight. Now with this freaking blower in here, everything is like on top of each other. Unplugging these injectors is going to be a big PIA. What I did before was loosen the coil packs. What I'll do now is loosen the blower. Bunch of extra rotation, make sure they're up. Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, giant blower guy. I gotta do these coil packs. They are like right on top of each other. Apparently the truck coils are higher than the car coils, as some of you might already know. So, I'm good and bad with that. One of the annoying parts is it's tightened. I want to go the other way. Backwards first, backwards first. Take a breath there, buddy. Well, we only put the 2 in the front. Oh man. What a smart guy. Who did that? Yeah, shove those bitches out of the way. Coil pack bolts and everything. Alright, let's try to pop. Here's number 1. Not easy at all. That's how I pull just enough slack and it pulls the wires from the other side of the motor. Only thing I gotta pull off is this vacuum line. We need pliers. Any pliers for that SOB? Man, I certainly screwed myself on every available inch that I did have left. I filled it with this blower. What kind of smart ass. Yeah, hit that. Drop the thing on your head. Literally, like, the wires are just up against the other coil pack wires. It's ridiculous. Everything is on top of each other. I got all these safety clips. I'm just complaining. Just a complainer. Can't help myself. Okay. Happy. Are you happy? Now we're just going to go up and out. What do you think? Can we get a nice... Oh, gotta get that guy first. Pliers. Let's bust out the Nipexes. Whew. Whew. That thing wasn't coming off. It's only a vacuum hose too. Okay, and then it's going to go up on this shelf. It's extremely heavy, this blower. I think that Terry, the LSA guy, he weighed his the other day with the lid and everything without water in it, and it was like 75 pounds. It's like a heavy bag of shingles, and you have to lean way over this. Well, it's gonna lift. It is gonna lift. Okay. Okay, both sides are gonna lift. Okay. Am I gonna get hung up on any wires? Throttle body wiring I had to extend and put under the blower. Can I make sure that you're not gonna kill me? Anything I can stand on? Man, I'm at the worst spot. I got this plate. Came out. This plate stayed in. Good. Good on that. Okay. Blower's on the shelf. Nobody died. And then this is probably all I got for today. We gotta get the rest of this wiring shoved back, unbolt the headers, take the V-bands off so the headers come loose, yank the heads. Shouldn't be too bad. The oil relocation kit is hanging on. Just gotta unbolt it and let it hang. And take the through bolt out of here, and then the heads can come off. And I gotta dump the coolant out of the block. That'll be another one. I'm going to try to save it because it was all brandy new, nice coolant when I did it. So there we are. There's a good stop for now. I got to clean up and we got to go get little man.